Hello, I'm Julie Robinson from Move It or Lose It, and we're delighted to be working with Royal Voluntary Service to teach a chair-based exercise programme to older people across the country so that they can enjoy active, healthy, happy and independent lives. I want to tell you a little bit more about the programme and what to expect. The chair-based exercise programme is made up of a certain number of components. A warm-up, which includes some circulation boosters and mobilisers, some stretches, which we do at the start and the end of a class. Then we do some endurance work, that's to try and get the heart rate up a little bit. And a really important part of the class are the strengthening exercises, for which we use a resistance band or other forms of resistance like a ball or some little hand weights. This is going to maintain muscle mass and help people to stay strong and steady as they age. We also include games and activities to make sure that every session is full of fun, and this is for cognitive vitality and social stimulation. We do pelvic floor exercises for confidence and continence, and then we do a lovely cool down to relax and revitalise. So now I'm going to show you some of the exercises from the warm-up, and we're going to put them together to make an enjoyable routine to music. So this combines circulation boosters and mobilisers, so we get the blood pumping and we get the joints working too. These exercises include heel raises, simply lifting and lowering the heels, and then we're going to do some shoulder circles, rolling them round and back to open up the chest. There's some marching on the spot, which we can do at any pace, and foot flexors. For this one, you imagine there's a pound coin on the floor where the heel and then the toes try to touch. And this is going to really improve our ankle flexibility as well. So we're sitting up tall and we'll get some music on and start. Heel raises to begin, so lift and lower. So this is helping the calf muscles to work. It's a great exercise to do when you've been sitting down for long periods of time. On to shoulder circles next. So we circle round and back. We're opening up the chest here. This is great for posture. And of course, people can just work in their natural range of movements. And then we'll go on to another circulation booster. A march. We're going at a slow pace, trying here to go with opposite arm and leg, just like you would if you were walking. We can alter the pace of that to suit as well. And here we go with the foot flexors. Heel and toe, remember that hot spot? And then trying to look back up. And when we're ready, change onto the other foot. That heel and toe is going to help us get our shoes and socks on more easily. And then we'll go back to another circulation booster. Here's the march. This time I'm going faster. You can go at any pace that suits. So we keep the heart rate going, and then we go back to the joints again. This time we're going to do the shoulders, but we're going to lift them up and lower. Anything that improves shoulder mobility will help us with our getting dressed and reaching into cupboards. It releases tension around the neck too. Back to that march. And then we'll go back to foot flexors. So what we do is just keep repeating these exercises, a few at a time, so we don't tire one muscle group, but we work all of the body. And back to that march. And shoulder circles round and back. And that's how to do a nice warm-up routine. One of the most important parts of this training programme are the strengthening exercises, because these help to combat loss of muscle or sarcopenia as we age. The first one just involves a chair and getting up and down from the chair safely. This exercise is the sit to stand, and we come forwards on the chair, hip walking towards the front half or third, so we can then draw the heels back. Now for this exercise we do need to have enough ability to be able to stand. We simply push down into the heels, lift ourselves up and then do a little heel pumping to boost the circulation, touching the chair with the back of the legs before lowering slowly and carefully down into the chair. So it does require quite a bit of confidence, but it's one of the most important exercises as it can help people get up and down more easily, even on and off the toilet. So let's show you that again. Bringing the heels back, sitting up tall to engage the core, nose over toes as we push up, heel pumping there, touching the chair and then lowering carefully back down into the chair to sit down again. This is the hip and thigh strengthener using a resistance band, and we're going to place the feet together and the knees together for this one. Sitting forward on the chair and wrapping the band around the thighs and then placing hands on the top. From here we bring the feet apart and knees apart and then take the knees further still to push out on the band, which is offering resistance. And this exercise is going to be working on hip and thigh strength. That's going to help stabilise the hip joint. It's going to build up muscles around the legs, which are very important for balance and can help with activities such as being able to get in and out of the car. This exercise is a leg strengthener, so we're going to be working on the thigh muscles right at the front here of the leg. So we loop the band down to the floor, stand on it and hold at the side of the knee. We hover the foot, bring our hands back to our hips and push the heel out, squeezing shoulder blades back. And then release and relax, then repeat. So we hover, hands to hips, heel out and hold. Now this exercise has been shown to really improve the strength of the muscles at the front of the leg that run into the knee. And this can help if people have arthritis in the knee joint, and it's also going to help them with their ability to walk, get up and down stairs and do all those activities of daily living. So it's a really important exercise for them to do. This is a bicep strengthener, so we're working the muscles in the front of the arm that we use for lifting and carrying. So we lay the band onto the floor, stand on it to secure, and then grab the band at the side by the knee, tucking the elbow in. We're going to keep the thumb on the top and then just gently bring the band up and lower it down nice and slowly. You'll feel the muscles in the front of the arm having to work against resistance and against gravity as we lower. So this exercise can help people with lifting and carrying shopping bags or maybe doing the gardening, any housework and jobs that require this upper body strength. This exercise is going to strengthen the back of the arm, the triceps. So we lay the band on the floor. This time we're going to keep the arm straight and sit at the side of the chair, holding the band here by the knee or below. Keeping the arm straight, we simply take the arm back, doesn't have to go very far, and then release back slowly. We are working on some shoulder mobility here, but the main focus is on the muscles strengthening in the back of the arm. So this is going to help with just pushing yourself up out of bed, being able to do all those tasks of housework and everyday living, and also to maintain that strength and stability in the shoulder joint too. This is the upper back strengthener. So sitting forward on the chair, we lay the band down on our lap and then scoop it with palms upwards, tucking elbows in. And then we put a little tension in the band and slide it towards the hips, taking elbows past the body and at the end squeezing the shoulder blades in, then returning and relaxing the grip. So this is strengthening the muscles in the upper back. That's going to really help us with our posture and good alignment through the neck and spine. We're also working on our grip strength here by using the band. That's going to help us with lots of tasks like opening up bottles. This is the chest strengthener, and we actually sit right back in the chair for this one and pass the band around the back of the chair. Sitting in good posture and lengthening up through the spine, we take the band in front and turn the palms down. Now we're pushing forwards, extending the arms and then coming back nice and smoothly. Where we hold the band will make this easier or harder, and we can always do it with water bottles instead or no band. This is going to help us work with the muscles that we need to do the vacuuming or even being able to push open heavy doors. This is the wrist strengthener, and for this we're going to use some very soft pipe insulation. It's really light and easy as well. We simply hold it, one hand directly above the other, and relax the shoulders. Then we're going to squeeze and hold, remembering to breathe normally all the way through this exercise, and then relax. We're going to keep repeating that, just gently squeezing and relaxing. So we're working on wrist strength for grip. That's going to help us open jars, stiff door handles, and maintain that strength in the wrist, which is a vulnerable joint because of the spongy bone. We can also progress this by twisting. So we squeeze, then ring wrists inwards, and then relaxing back. Squeeze, ring inwards, and relax back.